be doing something special. I'm not going to be doing an airsoft review today, but I'm going to be doing a review of this knife right here. This is your standard Cutco fixed blade. It'll come like this with the sheath on it, and it'll also come with a leather part that would go right into there, that hole right there, so you can attach it to a necklace or something. I think that leather part is kind of useless because it does not support that well. Case that it'll come in. It will have the Cutco logo right there with the standard Cutco logo, and then Cutco right there. It is stitched very well. I do not see it breaking anytime soon, and it is held together very nicely. And on the back side right here, this is a belt loop, so if you want to attach this to your belt, you can. And on most standard knife sheaths, it'll have this button right here which will prevent the knife from going out. So you just undo that, which that is a good tight fit, not so hard that you have to struggle with two hands to open it, but it's not so light where it'll open automatically on its own, and that helps keep the knife inside, since this knife can cut you just like any other knife. So to get the knife out of the sheath, like I showed you guys, you just undo these buttons right here, and this it just kind of lifts up on its own, and you get this knife, and you get to the knife right here. It has about a 5-inch blade, maybe 5.5, I'm not 100% sure. And then it has a nice handle right here. This is all rubber coated, and I'm sure that it's just 2 pieces of rubber, and the blade extends back into there, and this is just rubber covering the rest of the metal. And it has a nice thumb rest right here. I think what would have been a little bit more comfortable is if, like on a Glock lower receiver, it has this thumb rest right here. I think that would have been a little bit more comfortable, because if you're trying to stab this into a tree to hold it there, it can hurt your thumb since your thumb is bent upward. But other than that, your fingers and hand just fits very well around the knife because the rubber serrations on the grip. It has a nice diamond pattern, kind of like what you'd see on a PDW. And yeah, it also has the Cutco logo and name. It says it is made in... oh shit, I can't quite read that right now, but you guys can see it. That's where all Cutco knives are made. They're all made in the US, so you'll know they'll be reliable. And then let's get on to the blade. Sorry, my camera's having a little bit of focusing difficulties. And then you'll notice this blade right here. This blade is very nice. It is very shiny. So if you are planning on displaying this knife, I can see you doing that very well. It also has the same things on there as on the handle, with the exception of a serial number. I think that is right above. Now I can read where it's made better. It's made in Olean, New York, made in USA. And yeah, it has no saw in the blade. It is just a straight knife that you could use for cutting meats or cheeses, or just whittling sticks or whatever you plan on using. And for a knife with a fixed blade, this knife is a great investment of just under $100 or around there. And it is Cutco, so you know it'll last you a lifetime. Some Cutco knives have been around for many of years. My dad has his knife that he's had for about 30 years, and he's never had to get it replaced once. Alright guys, thanks. This has been Lone Wolf Airsoft Night with another review.